Let go. Daddy. Shed. What? Yeah.
Alright guys, so I have scooched in a little bit closer so we can see what I'm doing to my eyes in detail. I've gone ahead and I've done my foundation, concealer, brows, all that good stuff so we can focus and concentrate on the eyes. And so here she is. So far, I really like what I've been able to create with her. Today, in order to match with our top, we're going to have a look at this project is what we're going to focus on. So I'm super excited to see what we come up with. I have no idea the direction I'm going in yet, so this should be incredibly interesting. Let's get into it. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I'm going to be doing a cut crease. I just feel like it helps for it to pop a little bit more, and it's more flattering for my eye shape in my opinion. We'll start with Tipsy Girl. So this is what she looks like. She looks very bright in the pan. Just there we go. Just as a nice way to brighten up and start as a transition color. This is Morphe. This is the Morphe M518 brush. I haven't experienced very much fallout. There is some fallout in the palette, but not something you should worry about. I mean, it's eyeshadow, it's going to fall out. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit of Pixie. It's gonna get a little way. Tap, 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 tap. She comes off pigmented, sis. Look at my brush. Look at that. Awesome. And then we're just gonna start right away dipping that into crease. This is so weird. I'm using my viewfinder as my mirror, so hopefully, you know, this turns out right. I'm trusting a lot in it. So far, so good. Alright. One thing I've noticed with this palette is that don't be fooled by the first impressions of the colors, because especially on women of color, it won't always come on the same the way you expect. Just swatch it on yourself first so you can get a better idea of how things are going to look. So moving on from now, we're going to go a little bit deeper, and we're going to dip another brush into Dance Party. That's this guy right here. I'm realizing that these big sleeves are becoming a little bit of a problem, so I'm just going to scrunch them up a little bit so I can have a little bit more control with my hands. There we go. Wrists are free. That has been bugging me for a few minutes, guys.
What's my name? Got daddy. Big tunes, got the clock banging. Bless man.
This is coming out more hot.
That's a drop top caddy.
But also deep as well too.
Bub daddy.
Just gonna try and drag her out while I blend. And I'm going into the crease still, but I'm also bringing it down into the lip. Next up, we're going to start getting darker now, and we're going to pick up this darker shade here. I'm going with Crazy. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with this BH Cosmetics brush. It's gonna give me a little bit more control. She applies like a dream, taking her into... We're gonna say maybe like 2/3 of the way. We don't want her there all the way. And that's what she's looking like. I think I'm happy with how everything's looking so far. Now we get to the part where we cut the crease with some concealer. The only one I use to cut my crease has to be the Urban Decay All Nighter. It's just awesome, okay? Like, some of them are too creamy, too watery. This guy is like just perfect. You cut the crease, you lay it down, it's ready to go, boom. I'm just gonna do that, and then we will pop Drama Queen onto the lids. And I'm using the shade Dark Neutral. Alright. So we're using the shade Dark Neutral. It was upside down there. But you guys get the general idea. The shade is Dark Neutral. And we're just going to use the Doe Foot applicator to cut the crease. So the idea with cutting the crease is I want to go above, like when I look up, I want to go above where my lid is. And so usually a nice little trick that I do is I just take it. I take it there, and when I blink, if you see where I blinked, then you're able to see where a little mark was left by the concealer. that is where our cut crease is. That's our peak.
What's that? It's a drop top caddy. What's my name?
And then from there, you're just gonna paint in where you want your color to go. I'm just gonna dip into Crazy, that dark color we had in our crease, and I'm gonna use that to sort of fade out everything so it's not too harsh. On top of that dark purple shade, I'll be adding a little bit of Next with my hands. This is what Next looks like. So I'm just gonna use that to marry the two.
Rubber babe, big baddie, check the scoreboard, I win, no tally. All my bitches bad, big breast and batty. I got a little fatty, but don't at me.
And then I'm gonna take Drama Queen with my finger and start to dab that where that concealer is.
What's my name? Bop Daddy. Big tunes, got the clock banging. Less man.
So this is what our beautiful cut crease looks like. And now we're just going to do the same thing on the bottom, and we're going to move from dark to light with this one. So we're going to start with Crazy, that burgundy color we picked up, and we're just going to lightly sweep that on our lower lash line. And make sure to connect it to the top as well too. I have to say, there's something special about this color because it really applies like a dream. Alright, so as soon as we're done with that, we're going to take our second darkest color, that was Dance Party, and we're just going to sweep that right underneath. Use that to blend out Crazy.
Yeah, let go.
I'm just gonna take Tipsy Girl, sweep her across everything, just to marry it. Alrighty, and so at this point all we have left to do is to add the rest of our face and lashes, and I'll be right back with all that and we'll be all done. Alright guys, this right here is my final look. I absolutely love how it came out. It's super bright and vibrant, and it's a great palette. I think overall it blends like a dream. The colors are very vivid. You do have to be careful as a woman of color just to see how those colors will look on you, because how it looks on the pan is not necessarily how it's going to look on my skin tone or your skin tone. So I feel like in this case, swatching really is super important before you just pack it on there. There were a couple times where I did that and I was like, ooh, wrong color. Overall, would I recommend it? 100% yes, especially for spring and summer. I'll definitely be doing more vibrant looks with it, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this, please let me know. Give this a big thumbs up. Comment your thoughts, and that will inspire me and motivate me to definitely make more for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I will see you in my next IGTV. Bye bye.
Banging, less man, more baddies. What's that? It's a drop top caddy. Hey, bub daddy, bub daddy, bub daddy.